The Nebraska State Fair going on in Grand Island. Joining us now, Joseph McDermott, Executive Director of the big event. Joseph, already a big first weekend.
Yeah, yesterday was very strong for an opening Friday. We're thrilled with the numbers, and while I don't know what the numbers are today, it's very strong out there. So, yeah, we're thrilled with what we've seen so far.
You have a number of new things, new features. I think most people, though, will enjoy. You have remained and even strengthened that commitment to agriculture.
Absolutely. You know, last year was the first year for the Raising Nebraska exhibit, and they came in and made some significant improvements to the exhibit this year. I think it's probably going to end up being one of the best in the country by the time they're done. You know, and then, of course, we have the livestock shows. Equine shows, those are very strong. I think since the move to Grand Island with the facilities that we have some of the best shows in the country, quite honestly.
We were thinking about that walking up today, and we actually walked quite a jaunt, which is not a bad thing. But just thinking of how this thing continues to grow, and you don't want to look back a few years, but those that said it would never work, I think every year it gets better and better.
It does, and you know, I think one of the issues that we had in Lincoln, things got a little bit stagnant, and things are different than that. I mean, we have our resources are better at this point in time. But yeah, one of my goals is to make sure that we just keep moving forward, don't look back, just continue to make improvements every year, whether it be in facilities or programming. We'll just keep getting better and better.
Big event coming, Keith Urban outdoor concert. Is this one of those goals you had with that move to put on something like this?
It is. You know, I think one of the things that we probably are missing since the move to Grand Island was some of our friends in Lincoln and Omaha. And I think probably the only way we'll ever get them is to bring in a big name concert. And so that's what we did this year. We moved our concerts out from the Heartland Event Center, which has a capacity of about 5,300, and created an outdoor venue which now has a capacity of 14,000. Tonight, Keith Urban comes in. I'm guessing we're going to end up between 12 and 13,000 in that concert. Hopefully, some of those are from Lincoln and Omaha. But yeah, that's our wow factor for the year. By all indications, it's going to work and work well, so we'll continue that in the future also. Transportation
issues, getting around in the city as well as on the grounds, those seem to work smoothly. And also, you made some changes on the grounds to where it's very much walk-friendly.
Yeah. Well, we've since the move to Grand Island, we've established a pretty good shuttle system, whether it be on the grounds or off. We usually end up with about 40 to 50,000 people who actually park off-site and ride in our shuttles. And then we have 8 to 10 shuttles on the grounds and in the parking lots. And of course, this grounds is different than what was in Lincoln. It's more compact, better laid out, obviously, and it just makes it easier to get around.
Come to the State Fair, it's always something on a stick. Have you tried the new things, or what's your favorite fair food?
Well, mine is, you know, I have a tradition, and that is that on Labor Day evening, after it started to slow down a bit, I go grab a turkey leg and I go and I hide somewhere because it's kind of messy to eat. That's my favorite food. But this year we've got fried Spam on a stick. We've got a double bacon wrapped corn dog. There's some unique stuff out there, and I'm quite honestly not going to try all of it. So, anyway.
Well, Joseph, again, thanks. And we would also have to talk about the volunteers and the sponsors. The state of Nebraska has really come through and really supporting the fair.
Absolutely. You know, I visit with other fair managers around the country, and they can't believe our volunteer program. Matter of fact, I had one state fair manager tell me that I have volunteers too, but I pay them $8 an hour. You know, we've got a great system here. We're going to end up with 800 to 900 volunteers who provide 10 to 11,000 hours. That's tremendous. I mean, that's a resource that we simply never had. And you mentioned sponsors. Since we've moved to Grand Island from Lincoln, our sponsorships have grown to about $250,000 a year. To this year, they're slightly over $700,000. And it's simply because everybody wants to be part of a winner. So it's gone well.
Joseph, thanks a lot. I'll let you get back to work.
All right, thank you much.
Joseph McDermott, Executive Director of the Nebraska State Fair, runs now through September the 7th in Grand Island. That's the AgView from the State Fair. I'm Ken Rogers.